Testing, 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 testing. There we go. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. Well, let's see if we can start. All right. So hopefully somebody's got sound. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, we're not getting sound. Oh, there we go.
This company is going viral for its new process that gives.
All right, so we got sound. All right, test live stream, guys. Things could go wrong at any minute, at any point, at any time. So we're gonna check it out and see what's happening. So it's 6:07 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m., 9:07 a.m. Eastern, and we're looking at the markets. And let's start by looking at the SPY. So uh, let's take a look here. Gold rush yesterday, but today it looks like the SPY is on a new track and moving slightly up, just slightly. We'll have to wait and see for the end of the day. Take a look at Nvidia. And Nvidia also seems to be on a new track, but deviating to the downside. So yeah, things could go south for Nvidia. OKLO, or power company, that had been moving up. It's not doing that well. Take a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, reached a high 193, and now we're back down 161. It went as low as 148. Wow. Okay. And the BIX, look at that, reached 28 and it dropped back down. So this is the inverse of the SPY. I think I'm right. So here was our trend lines, and sure enough, so they were a little behind, but exactly what we thought it would do. It didn't go that much down, back up. So now we're at the mercy of news and metrics, and we'll have to probably wait till next week to see a rebound. Anyway, so let's take a look at our uh, potential gap up here. So RANI is moving, and this is what we do here. So we're taking a look at price lines, and this is where it's trading now, $1.46. And we're going to put a resistance. You see the heavy resistance right here in this little corner of the world, right there. So it's going to have to get up above 151 and maybe even higher. So what I typically do is I'll mark these up as a channel there, and then I'll do a cyan for sky blue. No, not sky blue, but for me, before I start trading it, is going to have to get up past that where are we at, 156, and it has support here, some support there. So we can go green for support. So that's our channel right there. And up here at the top, if it does get beyond that, then we'll set levels right there and right there. And it's a tough climb, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4 levels of resistance up there, including this one. And so 151 is going to be a little tough. So I make it a fuchsia color. So we leave that there. Stocks that were moving up from yesterday is HGBX. It looks like we already have that one marked out. Okay, everything is below where it's trading, so we'll clear all drawings and we start anew. And since we're trading around 366, pen this out. Okay, so support is there at 328. It's already climbed up here to 552. Another there and there. So, and this one has room all the way up here to 683. So what we'll do is doing a heart red there because I don't think it can go up this high. And then we'll just have to watch it from there. But it's still 1, 2, 3 lines of support. Krebs, this is another one. And it looks like this one likes to go up and just fall. And heavy resistance up here at 418. It's now at 456. So we'll just draw a line there. Support is all the way back down here. And the reason you draw these down here would be for so you can come back. Wait a minute, I think we have it. extra lines there. Let's clear them all. Start again. Yeah, for support. So if you see the stock go up that way, that high, then let it come back. Wait for it to hit the support line before you jump in for the move up. I don't like this one. Okay, ARTV has news, and we've had prior lines. We remove it. Oh, this one's nice. It's a little thin though up here. So these is the recent moves, and it's a little thin. And what that tells me is that this could fall back. So if it's gonna fall back, it'll either come halfway there or all the way back down to 312. So we got to be careful. We'll draw another line here. So we'll put ARTV on our watch list for a possible. XRTX. Ooh, I don't like that jump, but and it's out there. So for support and pullbacks, we're looking at 105, and then the sky's the limit. So we'll put that in XRTX, and that's because it's a low price stock, but it may not. Folks may not jump in until 7 or 8 a.m. Pacific. Our gap scan is not showing anything else. We're watching only market movers. See, did we already do SGBX? Yeah, we have that one. And RANI. So let's add RANI to our RANI. So we got three stocks: ARTV, RANI, and XRTX. And there's no guarantee because once we get closer to the open, anything goes. And let's see what we're seeing here. The SPY is going down now, so is NVIDIA. So it might not be a Friday to trade. Look at that, Bitcoin. Oops, we had support up here, but it's now fallen. It's falling and it can't get up, and it looks like it's going to go further. All right, let's take a look at gold. So looks like it sold off a little bit, but still pretty high. And folks may be thinking of pulling back in order to use it and buy bargains. Okay, so we'll go, let's get to the live stream. So ARTV, and as you can see, the background is red, which means it ain't moving, ain't going. The MACD is, excuse me, below the signal level, so we're not moving. Um, Before we continue, I forgot the disclaimer. Trading is extremely risky. You will lose money just like I have. And you got to get professional advice before you start. Otherwise, you're going to fall. I've been trading for, let's see, since last officially since last September. So it's about 11 months. And I'm down a little over 2 grand. So it isn't extremely bad, but the market right now is not there to get that money back. If it goes bullish, which we hope it will, then there might be an opportunity. All right, enough disclaimer. So ARTB is moving. I like the move. Tried once. Let's go here. Try to move in once, twice, and the third time looks like it's moving up past the VWAP. This yellow broken line here is the VWAP. Taking a look down here, what we're looking for is lower lows and higher highs, and we don't see that. So that's almost the same. That's about the same. So it's going to go a little bit and then fall. I don't see that. I don't have confidence. Volume here is gray, and here the volume still below the level line. Our 133 tick mark is down here, which is the equivalent of a 10-second chart. Our 5-minute charts over here. And let's see. And what are we looking at here? Looks green. This bar here is a compilation of the other 15-minute charts moving up. And there it goes. The top tail wicks tell me to stay away for right now. We might have to wait till the open. In the meantime, our gap scan is showing this one, TDIC, and now it's gone off the board. So it moved up high and then it just fell. And look at that. Dump. And so everything I'm seeing is red. So let's change this up. Let's look at other scanners. Pre-market scan, that almost mimics the 10% down there. Volume, shares, a little high. So we'll stay with the gap scan. Lobo, LOBO. This was a nice stock. It did okay. A while ago for us. Looks like it's moving up. We got a cyan line moving up here. But the volume down here is trending down. This looks like it wants to come back up. So here's a low and here's a lower low. So now what we need to see is a higher high up here, which is 100%, which is going to be tough. This starts to open up here, green, moving up, but what is it? Is it halted? It has no volume. Yeah, 219,000 volume. So forget it. All right. This one has moved up a little bit. It's now, but it's struggling. Remember, we drew that cyan line up there. And you see there, the MACD flailing down and volume is mixed. So we're 7 minutes away from the open. So it goes up, sideways, up, down. The same thing we've been talking about all week. One, two, three at the most green bars before it falls back. All right. So these lines, let's see. Let's move this back up. So this is the BWAP here, the broken yellow line. These are the bottom line and the top line of the BWAP. Then down here, we've got I think this is the 9. And, well, let's check. So I don't lie. 8, 13, and the 21. So we got the 8 cyan, the 13 is the magenta, and the 21 is the blue. And if we're going to trade, this is what we're looking for. A pattern up with the cyan line on top, the fuchsia line in the middle, and the blue line down at the bottom. When they begin to do this, to curl down, obviously we know what's happening, right? Same thing down here with the MACD. The blue line is the MACD. So we want to trade when the MACD is above the fuchsia line and moving up. And when it crosses below the signal line, that means the stock's headed downward. So, and notice right here, it hit 155, and we had our line set at 156. So, had we taken this trade hoping for something more than 155, we would have failed. So, especially if you came in late, let's say your timing was right down here at 127 and you took the trade, you're doing a lot better if you've drawn out your resistance and support lines. But if you've drawn out your support and resistance and you just came in right here and you take that trade, there's only what 4 or 5 cents in here, and you're gonna sit there, wait and hold, and what's gonna happen is gonna come back down. Now there's a nice reclaim here. So, and from looking at the active trader, there's a lot of activity on it. So it might be good. How many shares? Cost reports 4,700, 47 million. Zendu says it's 36 million float, which is mm, not ideal, but it's not bad. And it's trading like a very high float. Look at those numbers. 500, 700 on the ask up here in the level 2. And we don't see any. Oh, there's a triple digit, big buyers. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, we continue to look at our watch list. I'm looking at the um, bottom right hand corner there. RANI. It's got news. XRTX. ARTV. Trying to move up. And remember, we took a look at this. Tried once, twice, 3 times, and it fails. And what I don't like about this is I usually like to see a long belly down here before it moves up. Usually it turns out better. This might have an opportunity. Let's see here. This is diverging, so that's going up. This is kind of even, so it's a toss up. And this indicator tells us it's headed downwards. Volume still below. And what is the market doing? Fluctuating. The VIX is back down to 23.9, under 24. And the SPY is picking up steam. Okay, this other one has been showing itself here. We didn't do a daily on ALBM. Let's do a daily. Where's the daily? There we go. All right, so the daily it's around 240. Maybe this might be the one. So we have a line, there and there, possibly there, there. Okay, and we'll do one halfway. This has reached 869. And there's less, it's less busy, less resistance there. And it's already made it through all this resistance down here. So now it's all by itself. And that's also a danger. Empty space is nice because you think, oh, it can go everywhere, but it can go anywhere, but that's not the case. So that's a nice move there. This one, 17 million shares. Yep, 70 million float. And let's see here. There might be a trade in here. And we're off into the open and it dumps. And those are the dangers. Look at that. Woo wee. Down, down. I like this. Is there a recovery here? I'm going to mute for a little bit. All right. Sorry about that. We're back. All right. Our pre market has gone away. So now we go to the RSI relative volume here and we look for stocks that are moving and have a high volume. And this one's still, yeah, this one's headed back to VWAP. ELBM fell. ARTV fell. So it's a Friday, guys. This is what's going to happen, especially after a week like we've had. And it's still early, only 6:32, just right off the open Pacific, 9:32, I guess, on the East Coast. Giving advice on a Monday like today, it's pretty easy. Keep your money, keep your pockets closed. We're going to watch it for another half hour or so and uh, see if it picks up, see if the sentiment changes. But if not, we're going to just jump off. There might be on days like this. If it wasn't a Friday, I would say wait till 7. Sometimes it picks up around 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, or 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. All right, ELBM. No, there we go. Okay, looks like it wants to pick up, and it's moving. So let's jump in with our template. So what we're going to do is use our 20 up, 10 cent, 20 cents up template. See if we can hit the fuchsia line again. It looks like it's trying to move. Volume's picking up, opening up, and it looks like we got a new. We're looking for a new high there. It didn't quite make it, and it fell. So what I was looking at is this MACD right here. This has to pick up, has to curl up, and is not doing it. So we lose confidence. Now this one, we didn't do a daily on this one. We're all the way down here. This one's quite busy. I don't see this getting up. Not in this market. Above there. So 85 cents and 87. Yeah. And see, it's already curling down. And the volume's coming down. And this one up here, it's closing. So that's headed down. Okay. ELBM continues to hang in there. Okay. SGBX. Maybe there's something here. This is what I like to see, this nice big belly. It tried it once, tried again, tried again. Now it's trying it again here. So it's below VWAP. They said, oh, don't trade below VWAP. Well, let's see. Nope, I don't like the pattern down here. This is not convincing. So it might need a little more time, maybe closer to 7 a.m. Excuse me. And there's a big, look at that, big wick right there. A doji. I haven't learned all the names yet or the patterns, so don't grade me on that. All right, let's take a look at what else. SPY has moved up, NVIDIA has moved up. OKLO has moved up, so looks like folks are starting to jump in. Okay, look at that. Now it's opened up. And this one is a very low float, 600K low float. But it's just so far away. Well, let's take a gander. We got a 20, 10 cent. We'll just go with 10 shares. Let's see here. There we go. Let's go with 20. Maybe not. Look at ELBM. Now this is what we do like. Lower lows. We don't have a higher high here, but volume is picking up. And this has reclaimed almost that bar there. We got a reversal. And we're looking at 274, but there's a lot of sellers. Yeah, a lot of sellers up here. So support at VWAP, and then maybe a move up. And you see the screen blinking the red? That's the MACD flailing down to the downside. So it's a waiting game, guys. You don't jump in. You jump in, you get burned. And yes, I do a lot of moving between stocks. That's because I'm checking them out. Yeah, okay. The LBM's out. SGBX is the one I said had a little belly. Still a lot of sells. Volume's up. Started to close. Here we go. 20. I think I'm going to take this if I can get filled. There we go. As it moves up, I'm going to move my stop up. And I'm going to move it back down because I don't think it's going to hit that full VWAP. Got sold out 40 cents down. But we protected our capital. Now I still think it's going to go up. So let's do this again. See if it pulls back. There's kind of a double top there. Holding, so let's jump in. We're revenge trading to get our 40 cents back. Let's see, 440. 440 is kind of high. 438 is what we have it at. Let's go to 435 there. Maybe even down here, 431. We don't want to lose $2. There we go. That's better. We like these three lines moving up, but it needs room. Stop this out again. And now MACD is curling. And up here it's closing. So not too bad. Okay. We're going to change our cash, update it. So we got a script. Notice up there in the cyan. All right, go again. Stopped out. This just won't let us. Okay. So it needs a little bit more room there. Gonna have to fall back. Let's draw some trend lines. That's triple. Then what I do is take a look. 6:54. Another 10 more minutes. It might fall and get back up. That's a usual pattern, but we'll have to wait and see. This one has no news. 2.7 million volume. 714K. Take a look. Yeah. Okay, the bigs is up again. The SPY is down. Whipsaw. A lot of whipsaw action. And that's what, when we're using templates, that type of action takes us out. Here's VWAP. Looks nice here. Let's take a look at our daily. It looks heavy up here. Yeah, this is really heavy. I'm going to say red there. I don't think it can get up there. And it's even worse up here. So for that reason, we're out of that one. Okay. This one finally moved up here, but it got rejected. There's divergence there, divergence there. Higher highs up here. These are lower lows from the prior one. But it's a Friday, and in this market, kind of tough. ARTV making a climb. Okay. I like this pattern here. There we go, right there. Okay. Let's do the 2010. It's 6:45, 47. Let it come down. Let it come down. Okay, it held. Gonna go in. Make sure 2010 up. You're gonna hold. You're gonna hold. Looks like it's going up. And we're going to take it down. And there we go. $4. So now we're up 10 cents on the day. Money's money. And that's what we got to do. So I continue to like this pattern right off of VWAP. Because the first time it makes it up beyond VWAP, it won't. It'll get rejected. You can come down here and then go for a small share size and go up. So we're not going to pursue it beyond that. And let's update our settle funds. Up here in the left hand corner, you see 2556 cash, and it automatically tells me how many shares I can use. I got the bid and the ask, the spread, though I think this is an outlier. Uh, I forget what this one does, but it just says bearish or bullish. And this is giving me the price to the 20 EMA. So what I use that for is to gauge how far it's from the 20 EMA. When the price separates way off the 20 EMA, then I know it's way too high. This visual here is not a true representation of, let's do this, how high, how separated the price line is from the 20. And that's why I do that. This looks almost like a double top here. And you see this separation, and here, there you go. And this closing up, and that's why we didn't pursue it. And on the 5-minute, we got a little pullback. Let's continue visiting some other stocks. Okay, ELBM, red. I guess there was pre-market action on that one. SGBX, we lost 390 on that. We need to add these to our SGBX. And RANI, I don't think we're going to take any trades on that. XRTX, dead. And sometimes that's the reason you don't jump in right off the bat on stocks that have moved up in the aftermarket, because you never know what's going to happen. It looks like this might be the stock. On the 5-minute here, we've got a little bit of fuchsia, but then a little bit of cyan forming up, and look at that. Picked it up. And you could always do, if this didn't move so much, go to the 5-minute here. 5 minutes looking good. I gotta figure out why. Oh, this thing jumps. Damn. Two-minute. And back to our 1-minute time frame. And our 1 minute and our 133 check mark says we're going down. And then red again. All right, let's revisit LNKS. Remember? Take a look at the daily on that one. Everything is bunched up over here. All this heavy resistance, red line there. And they didn't make it, just fell back down. Well, look at that, 619. But that's dangerous. So 620, and the bottom is 585. That's spread. So I think there's something wrong with this spread. I got to figure it out. Well, okay. So this spread just shows the difference between the bid and the ask. That's no good. We need, I don't know if there's a way. I got to look for a script that'll track the current candle and it'll track the the high and the low. Yeah, you can track the high and the low, and then we'll look at the spread that way. So I'll do that today. Then change that up because that's a misnomer right there. This one here, E up, just tells me that the 15 minutes up. All right, going into a little coffee, guys. Well, I guess what's neat about the live is I don't have to do a recap. I can just talk and talk. How's the weather where everyone's at? We're in SoCal, so had a bit of a storm a few days ago. Put some snow up on the top near a mountain, made it nice and cold. I think it probably down to 4,500 feet. So up in the mountains, folks might having fun getting ready for snow days. All right, LNKS. Look at that. The attraction of a low price stock. We can all be wrong. All right. So now it's fair game. So let's see here. Kind of fell back. What happened to my 5 minute? The only problem with these stocks that are like this is it has no news and it could be just a pump. I like the pattern. I like the fact that it went through all of that. But I like the pattern here. Higher high, lower low. Let's dabble. Should we dabble? Let's change this. We're looking. It's only 100. And let's see here. What happened? Didn't get filled? Oh, okay. Rejected. Your order is not eligible for electronic entry. Please call Charles Schwab. This happened to us on Mask the other day. So we can't buy, we can't make money. All right, taking it back. So Lynx is out. Good thing too. Fell back. It's funny. We started out with $2,700. We're down to 23, so we've used up $400 to earn a dime. That kind of Friday, guys. ELBM still red ish. ARTV is in the red. PREV. It's a nice belly there, but there isn't enough volume here. What's the volume? 21 milli. Okay, so in the meantime, EVAX is not showing on my scanners. Well, that's why. Doop. Falling down. See what other scanners we got here. Nothing. I think these are only free market. Check the reversal. This gives you high price stocks that are in reversal. Oh, another one. I like that fast. Okay. Boom. 68 up, but we want only 0.9 cents down. Didn't get filled. Buy another 10. Move up. Now, when I move it up on the chart, it requires confirmation. Wishful thinking. There. We joined the crowd. Nope, double top. Got 2 pennies. Let it fall back down. Do a trend line. This one have news. It will acquire renal antifibrotic therapeutic program for Becton systems, whatever that means. Okay, let's dip again. No, let's wait. This one's closing up here, almost red. And these are curling down. So, yep, back to 10 shares. So we're up 12 cents. 703. IBF is showing up here. Okay, let's continue changing scanners. Back to the okay. ELBM, we finally have something. Let's see here. That looks like it's just going to be up and down pattern there. Yeah, 243 has heavy resistance. Look at the daily. Yeah, we like this one, but it's just interesting. There must be more resistance going back. And the pattern broke here. Here it was up, down, a few bars up, down, a few bars up. Then this increases, up, down. Yeah. I need to check the stream. Hopefully it's going out. Artemio, I use Thinkorswim. Sorry about that. I didn't see that. Thinkorswim from Charles Schwab. Now, what you're seeing on the stream is just Windows. I set up OBS to stream the various windows. So I've got it spread across two monitors. I've got the charts on one monitor on the right hand side of one monitor, and then I've got the rest on the right hand side. And I've got the two monitors joined in the middle, so I sit in the middle of both monitors looking at uh, the charts. And then the watch lists are just pop-ups, pop-outs, pop-up windows. What's good and what's bad? Since I've been using Schwab, why do I use it? I use it because of the active trader window. I like this, that I can just click buy, sell. ARA's moving up. It's closing. Yeah, real quick. Um, it doesn't have hotkeys, so I use one of the Elgato devices if I need to buy, but I haven't used it quite a bit because I'm a mouse clicker. So I use these buttons up here very quite often. Since I've been using it, and it could be my internet. I have a 1 gig, but it's coax cable. Um, and usually it'll run around 800 up and 30 down. No, 800 down and 30 up. But sometimes I do get lag, and I'll be trying to sell something, and especially in pre-market, and it'll just flow by my stop, and it'll won't take it. Sometimes it's hard to get filled. Now, these are rare events. When it's working, when the platform's working, sometimes it's pretty good. You get fills, you get good fills. They do have a price improvement. Sometimes I've gotten up to 13 cents improvement. I bought an option on Nvidia where I sold it in the money, and I got a 13-cent price improvement. But I know that there are interfaces out there or software out there from other folks who are highly priced. The thing about Thinkorswim and Charles Schwab is that you pay no commissions. So you'll pay commissions on penny stocks, but they're very minimal. In August, I traded 30,000 shares of penny stocks, and my fees were under $4. So that's hardly anything. Um, if I was consistently making money over 300 to 400 a month, then maybe a DAS trader or a light speed might be the way to go for quicker fills. But for now, I've only been trading for 11 months. We're going to keep it with Thinkorswim for now. I've used TradeStation in the past. I haven't used it in a few years, but that one was okay. I just couldn't get used to their ladder. Um, Fidelity software sucks for day trading. For long term, you can use it. Well, look at that. ARIB. So are we in? Oh, no, it's reversing. Yeah, so Fidelity, don't use Fidelity for day trading. Um, Transfer, if you got money in an IRA in Fidelity, just transfer enough. 5, 10 grand for a cash account, transfer it to another uh, broker, and then use it there because you can trade from within your IRA. But of course, you don't want to play with your retirement money. Leave that alone. So this window's not working. So I had the chat set up there, but I didn't see the. I have to come here. And there we go. Now we can see the chat. Okay, guys. 7:13 Pacific AM, 10:13 on the West Coast. And the SPY looks like it's moved up to 662. The VIX is down to 2384. So looks like the market is showing signs of life. Apple is up to 249. Okay. All right. This looks like it's having issues here. Let's look at the daily on this one. I have old lines drawn, so let's clear those out. Okay, so this is the daily. It doesn't look bad. Looks like it's got room to 390 there before it hits heavy resistance. Mark that red. 303, 390. So that's 90 cents. But volume's only at 3 million. Okay, continue looking. Yeah, I don't see anything else. I think we're going to have to take our 12 cents and run. Run to the bank and deposit it or exchange it for gold. Let's see what that's doing. Maybe check VTC. Oh, look at that. Nice fat belly. What I say goes up. What comes down also goes up. All right. So now it's fighting, but it has established a support at 105. So folks are claiming that it was going to crash and burn. I don't think it's going to do that. So it's going to take, well, let's look at the daily. $105. The recent? Yeah. All right. Let's do a trend line. See support right here, guys. Oops. Support right there. And support right there, probably prior. So it's going to hold there. Clear our drawing set. And we'll have to wait till next week, I think, to see if this picks up. It's got to be on news. I didn't check the news. I thought there was an economic report out today. Nothing important. I think yesterday's were more. Yep, there's nothing. Take a look at next week. Jobless claims next Thursday. But who knows if we're going to get, and Friday the 24th core inflation. So trading might be good Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday it'll taper off. Folks waiting for the reports, if we can get reports, because with the government shut down, I guess we're not getting any reports. Arab continues to move. At least that's what the scanners say. I want to check gold before. Yeah, look at that. Back down to 4,200. So it looks like folks panicked, went into gold, and now they're taking it back out again because they're seeing the bargains. Sometimes there are bargains to be had that you need to just take. Remember back in 2017 or 16, one of this oil got down into the negative. So oil was like $2 a barrel. And so when you got bargains like that, you got to take advantage of them. Okay, ELBM is now up above BWAP. Look at that. 7:18 a.m. Pacific. and the market is moving up a little bit. And what's our, let's update our cash. We haven't updated our cash. Well, there might be a move here, but let's jump in. Take a look. 36 million. We got 5 to 15 are green. The 5 minute is rising, and the 5 minute just said, nope, we're going down. Yep, right down here, curling down. I'm not seeing anything, guys. I should check options. So today is Friday. There are no options. Expiring today. Anything in the money? 177. What about the 180 call? 335. 183.40. Break even. And it's 340. Take a look at our option spreadsheet here. Yeah, the 180, kind of dangerous on NVIDIA. Well, the 177 might be, if NVIDIA were to hold. Well, you guys see ELBM fold down. I don't think we're gonna trust SPY. Look at I mean Nvidia. Okay, so what's the SPY at? 662. We'd have to buy the 660 in the money, single call. Strike price is 660. Hypothetical 663. And the premium is 424. We lose $124. The break even is 664. There's no way it's doing that. What about Oklo? $171. So we're probably gonna look at, let's see, the 167 call, single call. 166.10 current price. Stock price 167.5 is the strike. Hypothetical is to 168.66. And the premium is 3.05. We lose a dollar. We lose $189. Yeah, no, I don't think so. All right, we're not gonna take. But searching for bargains. Let's take a look at November 14th for Nvidia. They're a little cheaper. But of course, in the news, yeah. Let's go far out. March. They're still expensive. Yep. All right. Sorry, I don't show you guys the where I'm looking at the options. It's just has all the account information in there. So, hey, look at an old friend, GWH. Okay. Let's clear our old drawing sets out. This one looks just like that other stock. What's our volume? 12 million. Quite a bit of cells. 10. Let's jump in. Let's not get filled. Oh, we got filled. What happened? Oh, I wiped out the thing. The thing. I don't want to lose money. Put a stop there. Wait a minute. There's stop line. What did I do? Go short? Why I've got. I don't know what I did here. All right. flatten out $1.10. Okay, that's more than 12 cents. So sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to wait 7:30. So Pacific. All right, I'm gonna turn off the volume. I'm gonna turn off the volume and step away from the desk a little bit. Hello, hello. There we go. Oops, sorry guys. I stepped away from the desk and turned the volume off. And OBS said your microphone's not on. I got a cheapy USB microphone, so wasn't planning to go live much. Not a member. Use the like the videos and use the free the use the free items indicators. Yeah, I like Trey. He's a pretty good script programmer. I'm a programmer myself, so uh, I modify scripts, write scripts. Of course, now we've got AI, so you can go into Gemini or ChatGPT and ask it to give you a script, and then you just work through it. If you're looking for scripts, use ThinkScript. It's a website, has a lot of scripts, has archives and archives of old scripts as well. Yeah. Like I said before, I'm not a member of too many things, Discords or any other things, because anything that's paid has to come out of the uh, whatever we make on the stock market. So for a person who, how should I put this? To me, starting to trade wasn't a challenge, but I decided to do it because I wanted to do it, and for a long time I've been wanting to do it. And we started out with 2K, and I know that there are probably many folks out there who want to trade on a small account, and so I decided to do it. So what I try to mimic here is using Schwab, which is a very low fees and no commissions. And then the only thing I pay for is Trader View for the reports because it's good to track, and that's $30 a month. And paying for anything else above that, unless you're making money, doesn't make sense. So right now, for the past 3 months, we're down $47 and in the negative. So it wouldn't make sense to be paying 30, 100, or $400 a year for a trade subscription or for any other subscription if you're not going to make the money. The subscriptions are not going to make you a good trader, especially in this market. What's going to make you a good trader is discipline and patience. If you don't have that, you're wasting your time. Because most of the time you're going to sit here, unless it's a real bull market, which I only hear that after COVID that there was a huge bull market, but I wasn't trading there. I was still working outside the house, and so I'd get up at 4:30 every morning to take a shower and go to work. Couldn't trade. And now that I work from home part time, I don't need that much money, so this is a good distraction. But I'm not an early morning person. I'm really a night owl, so it gets hectic after a couple of weeks. Thank you for asking though about Trey. He's got plenty of. Yeah, that's where you see the DTS. That's his signature there. Gapper scan. I think I have another one, the RSI one, but they don't do much for me. And I know he does a lot of uh, high-end stocks. I do cheapies. There's a couple of other YouTubers that I watch also. I follow. So I don't feel too bad. 11 months, $2,200 down. That's not too bad. What, $200 a month? A little less than that for training lessons. You know, it's a lot less than uh, paying Ross for 4K or the other guys. You know, they're really expensive. So if we get, if we can move this account up to 5K without contributing more money, then certainly, and we start making money, and the market becomes bullish to the point where, you know, you just pick any stock, jump in, and you're up 20, 30 cents. Then that would make sense to start subscribing. I like the scripts that Trey offers. There's a few other ones, but uh, I really like the other one. What is it? The Look of Trading View, and they have some scripts on there, and those you have to convert. I also like the look and feel of Webull, but I haven't put money into that. I'm thinking about putting money into Webull and testing Webull out, because from what I've seen, the folks that are trading at 4 a.m. Eastern are the ones getting in on the news, and they're the ones making the money. I cannot trade at 4 a.m. Eastern. I don't know how you do that, but I've seen it on my mobile. I see the mobile. I guess you have to sign up for a London account to be able to trade. But I digress. All right, so 7:50. We're gonna give it another 10, 15 minutes, guys, and then we're gonna get off because it's Friday and time for the weekend. And I hope you enjoyed the live. I hope it was of some good. I'm sorry there wasn't much more action. I just been having in the past 3 weeks been having losing days of over $180. So it was time to settle down. And when I make my thumbnails depict how it's going, what kind of day we had, and then we try to inject some levity, some humor. After all, I mean, it's only money, right? You can't take it with you. What else can we do? Yeah, my gap scanner here is not working very well. Uh, in the later hours of the market, yesterday I was trading around 11 a.m. Pacific, and it just wasn't showing me what I was looking for. I have to work on the scanners. Let's look at the SPY. Indecision, indecision. The price of this stock RANI certainly makes it attractive for the 8 a.m. crowd if they're going to jump in. Now look at those numbers. All right, let's dabble in, right? You only live once. So let's suppose that, let's see, update our cash first. And we're late. Look at that. We missed it. Now we don't want to chase. This avenues. Yep. So halt it. False halt. Oh, it's a halt. Oh, this is going to be interesting. We missed it. I was going to go in with 100 shares. That would have been 10 cents. That would have been nice. But that's perfect. What you need to do if there's nothing moving, don't jump. Don't. You see me, like I said before, switch from one stock to the other hunting, and some of the stuff earlier in the year, January through March, what I was doing is I was hunting, and the market was moving a little bit better. Of course, I wasn't as adept at trading. Oh, I'm sorry. Need more volume. Okay, here I am. I think there's a website you can go to look and see if they have shorts on GWH. Let me see, do I have that? The Illusion Tracker. Yeah, I don't check the shorts to see what they've got on any stock. Trading strictly, I didn't see it on their Delusion Tracker. They might have that information, but I think you may need to be a subscriber. They might have other websites. Let's see, Delusion Tracker, Finviz. Let's see, do they have short information? Short interest over a million. Short float 11.79%. The ratio is 0.13, if that makes any sense. So Finviz has that information. FIN, V as in Victor, izeta.com. All right, let's look up the RANI. Looks like the price is remaining even at $1.54. Resumption is at 0022. So we got a couple of minutes, less than 2 minutes to go. Yep, RANI halted. And remember, guys, my stream is gonna be way behind, so um, 5 to 10 seconds at least, 15 or 20, I would say more likely. I've been trading and I have Zendu uh, on another window, and I just glance at it once in a while, and sometimes I've noticed that Zendu is ahead of me. So that goes to tell you about my latency on the internet, which makes it difficult. Now, unfortunately, Thinkorswim doesn't show you the resumption price. The only thing we can see up there on the level 2, it says 160 and looks like there's 10. Obviously, that's 10 times 100. So that's 1,000 bids there at $1.60. And looks like $1.27. Well, that seems odd. 116 times 100, selling at 127. Why would you sell it down? It did hit the 160. Whoa, look at that. Gonna run right into another hole. And folks are buying it up. Look at the daily, because all right, now it's past all, broken everything. The next resistance level 177, 186, and then clear up to $2. So I told you, 8 a.m. for some reason. Folks decide to come in. So now we've got bids lining up at 176. And my Zendo's still behind. It's showing that it's still halted. All right, I had to refresh that. So now 5:58, almost at 6 minutes, showing $1.75 resumption, and price is 170. Oh, me the dummy. I missed it. I was gonna go in with 100 shares when it was down around 140, and I started doing something else. That does happen. You cannot get FOMO. The fear of missing out will kill you. And yes, I'm in it here to grow the account. I'm in it to make money, but um, you're not going to make it if you start taking trades when the stock is this high and then it just dumps on you. And I didn't see this one coming. There's no pattern on the MACD here. This just jumped out. And it has to do with 8 a.m. I don't know what it is about 8 a.m. I can only guess that it's the West Coast folks that are jumping in and on their mobile, and they're looking at a low price stock and it's up there on their scanners, and they're just jumping in. Of course, it's also 11 a.m. on the East Coast, and folks are trying to buy stuff before lunch. I don't know if that's true. I don't know how true that holds. I mean, if I was on the East Coast at 11 a.m., I wouldn't buy. I'd wait till after lunch. So if folks are really buying before going to lunch, then they're also going to want to sell. All right, so we're up $1.32, 804. RANI will resume at 557. Still showing $1.75. The SPY, Nvidia, Apple, Oklo, they're all holding. Not too much change from the morning. A little bit down. All right, this looks good. About 50 seconds, less than 50 seconds. Let's see, what do we can get? What's the lineup? All right, I don't see much of a lineup sell here. Okay, let's see. Let's go with 200, and we're gonna wait for the resumption. And let it come down. Yeah, now it's gonna get halted down. So I hope none of you guys were in there. No way, I'm not going long on it. That's a long dip. 183, 162 is 20 cents. I don't hold trades overnight. I don't do swing trading. I don't. The longs are left for other stocks like Nvidia, Oklo, Apple. Not on this account. Yeah, so I'm sorry I missed it here. I think it was around 145 when I was thinking of jumping in. It would have been nice, but I got burned a few days ago on a on the on a halt as well. So no, 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 no. All right, let's see if it reclaims. The new resume time is 11:26, and Zendu is reporting at $1.54 resumption price, which is way below 163, which is basically back to our cyan line here. And that's one of the issues. Let's go back here. Okay, so we had our line at 186, and then there's heavy pressure there. And look, here's another one, 181, and it careens down. So there's something up here keeping it down. And now it's back to 163 here. So there's a lot of too much resistance up here for it to hold and to stay up. So it's going to have to come back down and build another channel down here. So this is its channel and our support there and current price. So, oops. Right there. Yeah. 9:55 Pacific. Resumption's 11:26. $1.55. And then let's take a look. ARTV. We traded this. Yeah, we made a little bit of more dough. Don't like that pattern. Let's draw some trend lines here. On any other day, on any other given market action, I would say this holds true and wait a little bit, but I don't see anything coming back up. It's Friday. Okay, let's go back to see what this does. There's 17 bids up here at $1.68. Looks like it's going to recover. Volume's stripping down. Huge amount of sellers. Yeah. MACD is flailing down. Yep. Ooh. Pick up. Well, look at that. 5 minute. Trying to hold a $0.50 there. If it does hold the $0.50 there, about 150, maybe it's moved into a new channel and it'll hold up there. Looking at the numbers on the active window. There we go. And remember I said earlier when we first started, even before market opened, that cyan line, it had to go up above that line in order for it to be viable as an option to buy. All right, let's see here. Looks like we're gonna jump in. If it picks up again, there we go. Got filled. Not gonna lose 20 bucks on it. We got taken out. All right. Calculate our cash. They were in a little bit too early. Didn't give it enough room. That doesn't look like it wants to go. There it goes. $8.17. Come on, come on. Nope. Okay. We're in the red. Oh, it's holding though. There's nothing else out there moving that much. So this is the only play. But it's Friday. Looks like it wants to go. Yeah, I got in at 166.9, so 167 is my price. Oh, I don't like that double top there. Yep, I think it's the downturn. Moving this up, don't want to lose too much. Let it take me out. We're already down 25 bucks, 23. Has potential. Bears and the Bulls. Look at that, picking up. Glad I gave it room. All right. So watch it now go. Let's redo our cash. Yep. I don't see it picking up from that. Maybe, but nothing else. Yeah, so we missed it. This was a blunder. Blunder Friday. Because that was the play right here. 144 to into the two halts. I didn't sell. It stopped me out. You see the red 200 stop there, 200 limit. So I'm using a template. So it's a trigger template. So I've got it to stop me out right now at 159. I'm in at 169, stopping me out 10 cents down, 20 cents up. I usually don't use the template or the one order cancels the other, which is what Thinkorswim calls it. Here we go. All right. Not gonna lose money today. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know that it's gonna go higher. Good for you, Andy. I'm glad you got some. I took everything out. So my recovery is I'm up $1.43 on the day. Look at that. It wants to go. Take a look at the daily. Yeah, there's no stopping it now. But it's Friday. It's this type of market. I'm not going to trust it. And again, that was a resistance level up here, guys. Hold on. Looks like Andre sold half, and he's probably got some good money there. You think it's going to break $2, huh? It could break $2. There's nothing else out there moving, not in the small cap space. But I don't know. I don't know when it's going to break $2. You think here maybe? Let's see. Got to update my cash. All right, we jumped in with 500 shares. Give it a little bit of room. Yeah, off that 2-bar pullback. In with 500. Like I said, you only live once. In at 181. Yeah, I gotta fix that script with the The spread. Ah, I see. Yeah, makes sense. I should change my template then to have two stops. All right, moving this up. I don't think it's gonna. All right. Well, that's all she wrote, folks. It'll probably pick up now and reclaim. So we're down $53.57. We've got $230 left on our cash account. So we're calling it a Friday day. So RANI rained on our Friday. Yeah, I'm down 53 bucks. That's okay. Not that bad. We were up 55 yesterday, so no big deal. So we're back down 100 over the last 3 months. No big deal. Well, guys, thank you for being on the live. Thanks for watching. We'll try to do maybe another one next week. Truly appreciate you guys being there. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not yet. Obviously, if you're commenting, you're subscribed. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. And I hope you guys did well. And we'll have to wait till next week for better news because the market looks like it's tepid, 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 moving down. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the days where I don't use the template again because this is what happens. Say it recovers back up to 176, 180, and I would have lost a lot less than 54 bucks. But oh well. Thank you all. Have a great weekend. Enjoy whatever you do out there with your fam and, sports wise, hiking, whatever. Have a great one.